hey, we're always talking about things that concern the DIY rock star and that DIY rock star lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And a big part of that, especially when you have a studio or whatever it is when do you upgrade? So what's inevitable with whatever you buy, manufacturers are always going to come out with something that's newer, better, greater, whatever it might be, right? So I think the question is for me, and this really kind of hit me with, I have the Yamaha Montage here. This is the Yamaha Montage. It is the weighted key. It's a Montage 8. So Yamaha just recently upgraded the Montage. And I think it's the Montage M8 or something like that is what they call it. And I would say when this one came out for the weighted key version, it was about $3,300, and I think the newer version is like $1,000 more. So it's over $4,000, right, for that one. And so that's the first time I think I've ever seen like a keyboard, even with the weighted keys, go over $4,000. So that started to hit me like, should I upgrade to that? Should I upgrade to the new Montage? Now the thing is, it's got this new synth engine on it that this Montage doesn't have. It's got a couple of other features, like sometimes with recording, when I want to make sure that I'm getting all the voices of a particular sound and I'm recording MIDI, it's like I have to record almost all of the MIDI tracks just to make sure I'm getting the full sound. From what I understand on new Montage, I wouldn't have to do that, right? So that's a plus, right? However, usually when I do record these many things, and I do it in Logic, is I normally make an audio track out of it anyway, so maybe I'm not gaining that much. So that's the one thing. New Montage, kind of let me know what you think. Should I upgrade that? Should I not? All right, so the other thing is Complete. So Complete has come out with new versions of this keyboard, right? And from what I'm seeing, it's not worth the upgrade, because all it does is that, like, right now I have two screens here. It's going to have like one big screen. It's not a touch screen. And pretty much, I'm not seeing anything that I will be gaining from getting the newer keyboard. And when I got this one, it was on sale. It was a nice deep discount on it. And kind of the way I use it as a keyboard over here, like with my, with Akai, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. But I'm not necessarily feeling a need to upgrade. And you guys might not be able to see this. I also have like the Machine Studio. And the Machine Studio, I think I may have gotten that back in 2012. So this might be over 10 years old. And as you know, Machine has come out with a couple other versions. And I've not seen a need to upgrade that. Because to me, I don't need to use it as standalone. I like the fact that the way this is laid out, it has all the functions right here in front of me. I haven't seen that I'm gaining anything by upgrading that. So I don't necessarily see myself upgrading my Machine Studio anytime soon, unless they just completely stop supporting it. That's the only way I would do it. The other is the Akai. So I have the Akai MPC X. They just recently came out with the Akai MPC X SE Special Edition, right? And it has more memory on it, and I think it also comes with all of the plugins. So I just recently figured out how to make sure that I always have access to the plugins. So the thing is that I have an MPC 1 Plus, and I also have this MPC X. There's software that you can run with these, right? You could only have those plugins activated on two devices. So I don't have it on any of my software. I just have it on the device. And that's the way that I figured out how to work with it. So as long as it's just activated on the MPC X and on the MPC 1 Plus, then I'm good. But again, I'm not seeing a need to upgrade here because I don't necessarily need the extra memory, which it seems like I don't load that many plugins at one time, usually with it anyway. I usually use it to start a song off, and I finish it up in my DAW. And I think it loads quicker, and that doesn't bother me either. I don't play live with it or anything like that. So it just sits in my studio. So this is another one that not gonna upgrade. Okay. The other one. Tell me, it's like everywhere is a step to upgrade. Soft tube. So soft tube, I have the console 1. And soft tube just recently came out with a newer version of the console 1. It's got a couple of different things on it, like it's got a couple of screens on the device itself that may be helpful, but they're very small. So I can't see myself necessarily getting much out of that. However, this has to, again, run with the software. And so from what I'm seeing is, as long as they're supporting this device, I don't necessarily see myself upgrading. I just don't think the cost would be worth it in the long run. So again, I don't see myself upgrading on that. I also have the Helix down here. And I got a good deal on that from Sweetwater because I got a demo version. They haven't come out with a new Helix yet, but I think they probably will because this is a pretty old device. You know, yeah, I can't see a need to upgrade that though. You know, just because it does everything it needs to do. The good thing is that my D.I.Y is Logic, and all of their upgrades are free. Okay. So I don't necessarily worry about that. The only thing is that there are certain functions on the new Logic where it only works with Apple Silicon. So I have an Intel-based Mac, and this Intel-based Mac, you know, slowly, I think they're going to stop supporting that. And this is from 2020. So it's like we're heading into 2024. It's about to be 4 years old. I might have to upgrade that. So you guys let me know what you think. You know, is it really worth it to upgrade to the Akai MPC X SE? Is that worth it? I can't see it. And how about the montages? I also have the Helix by Line 6. This unit has been out for a while. I can't remember when it came out, but I think it might be 4 or 5 years old. You guys can let me know. But I'm thinking they're probably due to come out with something new as far as that goes. So far, I wouldn't see a need to upgrade it. I mean, I use it with the software here, and I'm overwhelmed just by all the shit that it does. So, I mean, if I could just... So I can't see that. That's not going to happen, right? I also have the Phantom 06. So I had the Phantom FA, and I don't know if this was really an upgrade to the 06 or maybe like a cross grade to the 06, but I just liked a lot more the functionality that the 06 has. I don't necessarily see myself upgrading to the bigger Phantom, so I don't see that happening. So I think I'm gonna stay with that. But you guys kind of let me know. What do you think? Like the montage? Maybe, I don't know, but that $4,000 price tag is just. The MPC X, the SE, let me know about that. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing why I would want to go from just the X to the SE for like maybe 2 more gigabytes of memory. I never had memory issues over here with this, so I'm not getting that incomplete. I've already made up my mind. You don't have to tell me about that. You know, that's not gonna happen. You know, but I am kind of worried about this with the Apple Silicon. You let me know if you have like an Intel-based Mac, iMac or Mac. What do you think you're gonna have to do about that? You know, because I just, with the new mastering suite that they have in Logic, there were a couple of functions that it basically said that you couldn't use it unless you had Apple Silicon. Now, it's not a big deal for me because I also use, I think it's Ozone that I also use for mastering. So I have a couple of different things I can use for that. But, you know, I'm just wondering, is the reliability and the ability to continue to upgrade, especially with Logic and stuff like that, is going to be hampered if I don't move over to Apple Silicon. So anyway, you guys let me know how you feel about that, the upgrade or not, and, you know, keep moving forward. These are just issues that we as DIY rock stars always struggle with. To the next video, peace out.